Anthony SanFilippo, Delaware County Daily Times, joined by a special guest tonight, Dave Isaac from Philly Sports Daily. After the Flyers' 4-2 loss here at the Wells Fargo Center to the Carolina Hurricanes. And Dave, not a really good game for the Flyers. They came out really flat. They were just pretty much terrible throughout the entire night. They got down 2-0. They tried to claw back a couple times, but never could really get back on top.
Yeah, you know, they had won 4 in a row against Carolina, and sometimes when a team knows about that, they kind of come out and feel like, you know what, we might not have to bring all 100% tonight. And that's something that may have happened tonight. I think it was only the 5th win for Carolina over the Flyers in the last 22 games, or something ridiculous like that, but it was certainly not the effort they were looking for.
No, it was not, but to be fair to the Flyers, a little bit, just a little bit. They had to do it without Chris Pronger, Braden Coburn, both who missed the game. Pronger with a virus of some kind, and Braden Coburn with the dreaded upper body injury. And they had to call up 2 young defensemen, Marc-Andre Bourdon and Kevin Marshall, to fill in. Kind of made the onus of the defense fall on a few different people. Kimmo Timonen being one of them, and you know what? Kimmo didn't have the greatest game. He was on the ice for 3 goals, and Ilya Bryzgalov, as good as he's been lately, wasn't able to stop as many pucks in this game.
Yeah, you know, especially when you lose multiple defensemen, 2 guys is actually a third of your defensive core.
Exactly.
That's a really big deal, and that puts the onus on Matt Carl, who was skating with Kevin Marshall a lot. He was kind of playing the role that Chris Pronger usually plays with him.
Right.
So it was a little bit of a role reversal there, and I think those 2 young guys actually didn't play too badly.
Right.
I mean, they didn't get a ton of minutes, like you said. Kimmo Timonen had the bulk of them, and Matt Carl did as well. But yeah, it's tough when you lose your captain and one of your other big penalty killers, and that was another problem for them tonight, was penalty killing.
Well, again, that's 2. They gave up 2 more power play goals against tonight. That's 5 in the last 2 games after killing off, I think it was 34 out of 35 before. They've now given up 5 in the last 12. So that's something that the Flyers are going to have to look at as well. If you're looking for a positive, James Van Riemsdyk looked like the guy from the playoffs last year. He was a real dominant player out there. He really got going. Did you know of all the players who were on the active roster, not including any injured players, I think Braden Shen was a little bit worse, but James Van Riemsdyk had the worst plus-minus of any player on the team coming into this game at -4. That's a Wayne Fish stat, by the way, Bucks County Courier. Anyway, but Van Riemsdyk really seemed to get going.
Yeah, he was absolutely a horse tonight. I mean, when he finally gets going and uses that strength that he shows every once in a while, I don't know if it's, you know, after he hits the weight room or he needs to hit it more. Tonight he was just so strong to the puck. His pass to Matt Reed was, he was fending off a guy with one hand, and just slipped the puck over with the other hand, and his goal as well, he muscles his way out to the front of the net, and that was the James Van Riemsdyk the Flyers want to see and need to see a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with that new contract. That was going to be the end of this conversation. But, you know, I wanted to mention Matt Reed. You brought him up. He did score the other goal. That's 6 goals in the last 5 games. Best stretch of any Flyers rookie since Michael Renberg in 1994. Do you think he's for real? Is this the kind of production that, I mean, I'm not 6 goals every 5 games, but is he going to be a 25, 30 goal scorer here as a rookie?
Well, he sure looks like it right now, but he's also being used in all positions. He's used on the point and the power play. His goal tonight was a power play goal. The Flyers keep using him in different scenarios. They played him in center a little early on in the year. Now they have him on the wing. If he can keep finding spots and finding chemistry like he did with JVR tonight, it's entirely possible.
Well, we'll see how it turns out for Matt Reed and the Flyers Wednesday when they go to New York to face the Islanders up on Long Island. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. For Dave Isaac, I'm Anthony SanFilippo saying thanks and have a great night.